A little bit of movement. I'm going to come back in. Here we go. You can see men and women of the Patriot Guard standing at attention as the remains of U.S. Army Corporal Donald Matney are placed into the hearse after his arrival in St. Louis earlier this morning. It does look as though the procession is beginning to take off here. It looks like it is being led by airport police, followed by St. Louis County, and then Missouri Highway Patrol. Following the Missouri Highway Patrol in that silver SUV is the Patriot Guard. Wish them all a safe journey in their motorcycles in the rain. Can be a little nerve-wracking, but I guess these guys are very good at what they do. And there, after the Patriot Guard, you see the hearse that's carrying the remains of Corporal Donald Matney, followed by what we believe to be family members in the white car there. And then once again, we have St. Louis County Police, Missouri Highway Patrol, and a few other vehicles bringing up the end. Airport police at the end. I'm going to take us up here so that we can see as Corporal Matney makes his start of his journey back towards Seymour, Missouri after all these years, and comes under a large American flag greeting him back to the state of Missouri. So right now it looks as though we have St. Louis County Police at the head of the procession, followed by Missouri State Troopers. Missouri Troopers will escort the hearse and the remains all the way down to Seymour, Missouri, we are told. And then the Patriot Guard right behind them. I mentioned a little bit earlier the role of the Patriot Guard. These men and women come out anytime there's an event like this, whether it is a 63-year absence of the body, a 63-year delay in getting the remains home, or unfortunately someone who may have just lost their life in Afghanistan or Iraq. Patriot Guard is there to greet the body every single time. But they also show up at events that I've covered recently where a Vietnam War veteran was given some long overdue medals, and then a World War II veteran was given the highest honor by the country of France. So Patriot Guard members also showed there. They attend lots of these military type events to show their support for fellow servicemen and women. Okay, so just a heads up for folks on Facebook and for us back in KMOV digital land that we have been informed that we have heavy weather right at 270 and Interstate 64. So we will be pulling off of this very shortly. So just a heads up, and if when we do go, just want to let everyone know it's been an honor to cover this event. As the remains of U.S. Army Corporal Donald Matney were returned to the state of Missouri. And one final look at the hearse as it makes its way toward his final resting spot in Seymour, Missouri.
Get down, Janet! Present arms!
He left Seymour to enlist in the Army in 1949 at just 17 years old. Then, in July 1950, when he was just 18, he went missing in action in Korea. Family members have done a lot of work with the Army to locate Corporal Matney's remains. They finally matched him to the grave of an unknown soldier who had been buried in the Punch Bowl National Memorial Cemetery in Hawaii. Today, he was flown from Hawaii to St. Louis, and a military honor guard escorted his casket all the way to Seymour, where tomorrow he'll be laid to rest for the final time next to his mother. Corporal Matney's niece played a key role in helping the military identify her uncle's remains to bring him home and make this day possible.
To be able to help with that and to see the respect that people gave him today, it's humbling, very, very humbling.